Coreeda is the Australian version of traditional wrestling. It's a revived effort to reproduce what was a very ancient sport in this country that went extinct due to European colonisation, but we're reviving the concept. And nearly every country on earth has its own traditional style of wrestling, and that's what we're trying to do with Coreeda. The rules are very simple. They touch the ground only with their hands and feet. They must be in continual motion, they can't stop moving, and they must stay within the yellow circle, 4.5 metre diameter yellow circle. There's 3 escalating levels of aggression with it. So the first level, all they do is just dance, nothing else. They're just trying to show off. After 1 minute of that, they move on to the next phase. We're allowed to trip and sweep, and it looks a little bit like Brazilian capoeira, but it's not. They're not allowed to kick in this, they're just allowed to trip and sweep. And the final phase is more like a sumo match, where they're just trying to push each other outside the circle. So that is the prelude to Coreeda combat. The Coreeda combat, you've got one guy outside the circle, he's called the attacker, and then you've got one guy inside the circle, he's called the defender. The role of the attacker is he's only got 20 seconds to run inside the circle and try and push his opponent out. The role of the defender is to try and hold his opponent inside that circle for 20 seconds. They've got 2 minutes of doing that sort of play, and it's divided into 4 quarters. In 1994, I was told a story from an elder in a town called Coreeda in Western New South Wales. He said that wrestling was used as part of the peacekeeping rituals in ancient times, before whitefellas came out. And he explained a full mythology behind that story. How there was too many people killed in, too many young men killed in the spear and nulla fights. And so there was an old lizard man who was trying to find a solution to that problem. He went and sat by the sacred water hole and he started chanting for a long time. After a while, a giant snake appeared out of this water hole. And so the old man lizard was very scared, but all the snake said to him was, "Watch the kangaroos," and then it just vanished. And he realised then that was the rainbow snake, the messenger between the sky world and the earth. So he did as instructed. He went out and followed a mob of kangaroos around. He saw them kicking, how they fight. He watched them fight for a while, and then he saw how they actually followed rules, and the rule was the one that got dragged to the ground conceded defeat and then hopped away. The other one chased him. And then he realised, the old lizard man realised what the guidance was, that death need not be the outcome of a fight. You can still fight within strict rules of play, limit it to just grappling techniques. And he invented the very first peacekeeping ritual. And it became a strong ritual for the people, the Nyampa people in Western New South Wales. As I say, it was popular up until about the 1870s, when they discovered copper in that area and white people started moving in and destroyed the tribal way of life. There were other societies around Australia, Aboriginal societies around Australia, practiced different rules and had different mythologies for wrestling, but that's the one we focus on. In 1998, 12 years ago, after hearing that story, when I was living out there, I came back home to Mount Druitt. I knew there was a lot of Aboriginal people in this area because I grew up this way and most of my friends were Aboriginal. So I started teaching at local youth clubs, and a lot of kids got involved. A lot of traditional dance instructors helped me out with the traditional components, and we developed this new sport. So Coreeda is really a hybrid. My background is in wrestling and judo, and I used what I knew of those wrestling styles to incorporate into the rules of Coreeda.